Okay, so I filmed the part 3, I uploaded it, and then I took it down. And you might wonder, why would I do that? Why would I film a whole video, upload it, and then take it down? Well, it's because that video was horrible, and it was really bad. And it was 30 minutes long with no edits. So this video is actually going to be good. What I did in that video is I made a new tree piece by rotating this one. And if you really, and I'm pretty sure that's basically all I did in that video, and it was 30 minutes long. Like, I really didn't do anything. So, I'm going to show you how I did this right now, because it's super duper easy. You click edit sprite and whatever sprite you're on, and then crop. I said in the first video, this is the saving grace for, or the second, it doesn't matter. Look, you just want to crop and then make it so that the image has a lot of empty space around the main thing. And then you want to use your rotate tools and transform and just rotate the whole thing. And then you're going to do crop again, and then you're going to make the border 0. And now we have a rotated tree piece with no extra clippage, aka we use the crop and we set it to 0. So we have the sprite and it's good. Now I did realize that I did that on the main tree, the actual one. I'm not gonna save this, it doesn't matter. Level 2, pretend like that's straight up. Made a new level, but it doesn't really, yeah, it was pretty bad. That's pretty much it, it was bad. We still have this. I mean, there's not a lot to go over anymore, and I just saved on accident whenever I didn't. Okay, you're gonna figure out how to re-rotate an object. That's pretty easy. You just do the same thing in reverse. Rotate it the other direction. Yeah. But what we're gonna do is we're going to open up GameMaker 8.2, and we're gonna save as, and we're going to put our newest new mod in here. Now this one's going to be the mega sick, ultra cool, amazing mod that we made. And this is something I did in the video I deleted. Add WASD support. You can literally do this right now if you have your game project open. You can do this in 5.3a as well. So this isn't even like a crazy cool thing that you have to be epic for. But I'm also realizing that I don't know the function. It's keyboard set underscore map. And then, as you can see on the bottom, it tells you want key 1. I want my key 1 to be A. And then key 2 is going to be VK underscore left. What that is, virtual keyboard, then the left button. But if you do this, it's not going to work. Now, you're like, dude, you're just going to give me code that doesn't work? What's wrong with you? Well, that's because you need to do this in A, and you also have to put it in these the quotes, you see it. Copy that. I'm going to put that in the description. I will, if I remember. I will, because I said it. But we're going to make this one now the letter D, because the player needs to move left and right, and boom, we have super duper cool movement, and we didn't even need to go to legs and duplicate these and make these work. Now this, I really don't know. I mean, look, oh, I actually already have this in the legs. Oh, whoops. Apparently I did that in the template, and this is way better. So if you're using the template, you don't need to do that, I guess. Well, I showed you guys just so you know, if you're on 5.3a, now you know that you're ultra chillin' like a villain if you want to add some stuff like it doesn't matter. What matters is that you can do whatever, grid. If we are inside of my template, this is just gonna work, these tiles right here, and then you can just paint with them. You can do just start making stuff. And these are tiles, so they're in the background. As you can see in the layers tab, you can have separate layers and stuff of where it is going to be in the negatives. That means it is going to be in front. So boom, and these are not interactable things. We can make them darker if we want, like this. So then we can make it like we can do some cool stuff like this. If I build a room and then I add some tiles on the inside of that room, well, not on that layer, we're going to do layer 1000, but if we add tiles to the inside of this room, these are non-interactable, and then boom, look at that. There's depth. This looks 3D, and then the player is going to be inside of there, and he's going to be like, whoa! So you can do that. And what I want to say, actually, which I should say, is you're going to go into backgrounds, background 3 and 5.3a. Oh, well, I actually did that in the other video that I deleted. So let's see. Do I just have a copy of the game not modified? I don't. Oh, okay. It's fine. We're going to figure this out on our own. And by that, I mean that we're going to decompile the game again, which I don't have. Oh, well, I do have it, apparently. Okay, so whenever you play the game normally, or you're modding the game, this sprite right here, this background tile object, is going to be 169 by 113. What we can't do with this is use our grid, our 30 by 30 grid. If I set this to 30 by 30, and then I tried to draw with it, there would be like all these extra edges. So you want to stretch this out to 180 by 120. And quality, what does that mean? What does the quality menu right here mean? Poor, normal, good, very good, or excellent. What this is doing is if you set it to excellent, it like uses bilinear filtering or interpolate. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you want it to be poor and keep those pixel perfect edges. And then everything will look very, very cool and clean. Now it doesn't in the level, but if we were to set our tile to 30 by 30, and then we start drawing, for some reason it is very, very blurry. Huh. That could just be a... Okay, well, don't do that if you're in GameMaker 5.3a, I guess. Because it just isn't gonna do good. So that's just how 5.3a is. It's just not gonna work the way you want it to. I don't know how Jazzwood did it, but you can't use these. You probably aren't gonna use these with your 30 by 30, is what I'm saying, because it just won't work. Let's think. We went through building a level in that second video. Actually, we did that every single video except for this one. And then we made custom objects and we did cool stuff. Now, what else is there to do? You know? Just go out and make a mod. This is the greatest sexy hiking modding tutorial ever. The best. And I think that this is the final video because I went over every single thing that I need to go over. I think that's all I need to go over. I mean, you can just start building now. Alright. That's all I have to say in this video. Bye.